husband and I have been together and we met online for like I got on and I didn't mean to get on. A friend got me on and then I got off the same day. 10 years ago was a different world
It was.
than now. What is like how is it so different? Just too saturated?
Wish I knew the answer to that. And part of me thinks that it's because people have been trained into this type of behavior. And I agree with you. It was a different world 10 years ago on the apps. Like my experience 10 years ago was you talk to someone for a couple minutes, but you'd meet up pretty quickly and have these relationships in person. And I think that it's just one of those things where people have gotten so comfortable behind their keyboard and like it's just grown exponentially over time. And I think to the detriment of actual dating because now, people are so risk averse. And I don't even mean that in the sense of actual safety risk. Unfortunately, as we know, women still have to challenge their safety all the time to continue to date. But I think that what I find is that there is such an unwillingness to even be uncomfortable that is perceived as such a risk these days. And that's early dating, is it not? Is like just being like, oh, I said a weird thing. I hope they still call. Um, and unfortunately for me, I'm constantly saying weird things. So I'm very comfortable with that part of the process. But it really is so different these days where you talk to someone and online, whether it's that they're willing to say something super denigrating to you, the number of people who right off the bat are asking for things that I'm like, absolutely not. Or if they're just more confident and comfortable, and then you meet them in person and you can barely get a word out of them. It's so, so strange. And I really just think it's a learned behavior of people falling into the bad habits of these slot machine designed apps and forgetting that their words matter too is another thing that I think is so powerful with these phones is like there is someone on the other end. And that is important to remember. Again, seeing the consequences of your words and your actions, like for better or worse, you are talking to someone. So what does that mean? Like you can make their day or you can absolutely ruin it with your behavior, your words, even your frequency of response. And nobody really wants to get into that these days. And so for me, that's why I'm like, I just can't do it because if you're not willing to be genuine and put in a little bit of effort, then I can't do 95%. Relationships are rarely a 50-50, right? Like I'm sure there's times in your marriage where you need more and your husband gives more. And then there are times where he needs more and you give more. It would be perfect if it was a 50-50, but that's not life. It's just not how it works. Like life is unpredictable. And for me, I need someone who is willing to be agile in that way. And if I can't find it, I'm not going to beat myself over the head with my iPhone until I get different results. Like life is short. I'd rather live a joyful life and connect with the people who make me feel good